Podcast. Breakmaster 55 here. And today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Marvel Spider-Man set, which is, I'm just going to say it, this is my favorite set 2021 and the best Marvel set ever. It is also the biggest. Today they revealed the new Daily Bugle. Now, this thing retails for $300, which, if I'm looking at the piece count, yeah, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good deal. Comes out on the 1st of June, but you can get it if you're a VIP on next week, the May 26th. So that's cool. And this thing is amazing. Like, I actually love this. So I'm gonna start from the bottom and then I'm gonna work my way up. Let's take a look at this set. First things first, we have a really neat looking taxi build that looks like there's so much effort put into it. Like, you literally have a space to put 2 minifigures, and you can probably see somebody's head behind there, and I'm going to say who that is later. But anyways, this taxi build looks really good, and it's just a very, very small part of the set. You also get this little newsstand right next to the Daily Bugle, which looks really, it's okay, I like it. Like, there's not really much they could do, but it's good, but they did. And then you get, well, first of all, starting with these figures. This is just a random news person. This is Aunt May, which I think is cool, because she only comes in, like, the big, this is a big set, but it's continuing the tradition of her coming in the big sets. This is Gwen Stacy, apparently, which I wish they just did Mary Jane because Gwen is up here. Maybe that's alternate universe Gwen? I don't know. And then we have Sandman with this really cool, like, I'm not really sure what to call it, like a tower build? I don't know, it looks nice. But, as you can see here, Daredevil. Now we're going to take a closer look at all the figures after we're done with the build. But he looks amazing. I'm so glad they're finally doing him. Moving on up here, I forgot to mention that this sign right here is, I think these are stickers. That looks nice. These TVs, that's Dr. Connors, Professor Miles Warren, and Scarlet Spider. It's talking about the clone epidemic. This billboard is just a big reference to the Clone Saga. It's a kind of funny one where it's like, villains will stop being villains. Can we trust them? Well, no. And then, you can't really see it from this angle, but this one says Vote Osborne, which I think is really cool. Moving up, we have a fire escape that goes all the way up the building, which looks really cool. Like, like, the color scheme just pops. I love it. I love, love, love it. The best, like, aside from, like, the sign at the top in this TV, this is the best design from the exterior. Because this looks like the part of the wall has been blown apart. And unfortunately, there's no way to kind of put it back together in the instructions, but it looks amazing. It looks so dynamic. It looks very natural. So, yeah, it's really cool. And then we have Mysterio over here, which is nothing new, but still cool. Spider-Man, nothing new, it's still cool. Spider-Man, I wish they did something more with him. We have not new, but new builds for Dr. Octopus. Dr. Octopus figure is not new, but the build for his arms, it uses those, like, action pieces. From, like, the DC Superheroes, minifigure series, so that's kind of cool. This sign here, this is amazing. It says the Daily Bugle, and you have to actually build up the letters. This looks really cool. I like that a lot. And you can kind of see over here, they actually include the spider buggy. Now, the outside is really cool, but as you might expect, a bulk of the references and stuff, the main attraction to this thing is the interior. Now you can kind of get a better angle of the spider buggy, which is kind of, I think it's just funny that they include that. I don't know why. But we're just going to start at the bottom here, which is well, it's not the bottom, but this is the one that you can see the most. This is the bullpen, which is like a little office area where it's like circular and there's lots of desks. This is pretty cool. Now, as you can see over here, You can put your minifigures sitting there. There's like a little kitchen area. I think that's really cute how they did that. Bucket for, I'm guessing, playing paper basketball. There's this newspaper over here that has Daredevil on, I think, or like Matt Murdock and Foggy, and it's like, they want another case. Daily Bugle News, that's really cool. This, all four of these prints right here, for these newspapers, are direct references to Sam Raimi movies. This one came in the first appearance of J. Jonah Jameson in a Lego set, which we'll touch on that later, but that's a remake of that. Spider-Man No More, referencing that moment in the movie, but the cover actually is from the comics. Time Scare's Green Goblin's attack on Times Square in the first Spider-Man movie, whose Spider-Man is ripped directly from that first movie. Now, if you can see here, they actually have a printed newspaper of classic comic book Elektra, which you can kind of also see from a different angle, the classic comic book Rhino. So maybe we'll be getting those figures, I have no idea. But anyways, this part of the inside is really good. This is an elevator. It doesn't work. It's not a working elevator, but it's still like a good design. And what else? I think that's it. I like how there's enough room for literally all your figures. So yeah. Moving on up here, we have the funniest part of the build to me. This is the meme room. This is meant to be Peter Parker's office, but come on, we all know this is the meme room. This is literally just remaking that classic picture of it. It says to put Peter Parker here, but you're obviously gonna put Spider-Man there. But Spider-Man sitting at his desk, just doing work while there's a picture of him behind himself. So that's really funny. Like, the wall's the exact same. It's amazing. I love it. That sticker is cool too. And then you can see here, you have a really nice build for a photocopy machine. And you also get some boxes, which are strangers left in the door, and I have no idea why. You get a pizza box for the pizza time, a camera, some drawers, and actually, look back here, a newspaper of a UFO called The Conspirator, as I've seen from different pictures and footage. This is a door back here that leads to the outside balcony. Just better look at it. The fire escape on the side here. J. Jonah Jameson's office and reception is next, and I'm going to talk about the J. Jonah Jameson minifigure because this figure, I don't know if it's a reprint or a reuse or what, this is the same exact torso that came in that original set he was in. And with this really nice pen piece. I wish, the figure itself is great. And I know they already did that face. I wish they did the angry face because it's outside on the billboard, and the other alternate face is pretty funny, as I've seen. It's when Spider-Man, whips his mouth shut to get him to shut up. That's kind of funny. There's Betty Brant, which is a cool figure. This build section is really cool because it has Spider-Man's colors. There's little tiny reference back here. This is a moon rock, which in the movies his son is an astronaut. And then this is straight out of Sam Raimi movies. There's a lot of Sam Raimi movie references. Reward for pictures of Spider-Man, which is awesome. A new keyboard. I think this is a new keyboard print. And then I've seen from other pictures, you can kind of see it. It's an email to Peter Parker telling him that it's fired. And then Betty has a similar computer, except if you look at it from a different angle. Hang on, let me try to find it. It actually says missed calls from Eddie Brock, who is Venom, which is kind of funny because Venom's in this set. And the TV is the same exact one that appears on the outside, except for small, so I like that. And there's little coffee cups and stuff. Overall, this is just really cool. Now this roof section has this amazing sign, like I've already said. This nice tower with Firebird, which is a really weird figure to get. But I think it's from a Spider-Man show, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, I believe it was called. I wish they included Iceman to round it out, but it's whatever. We got a new mutant character. You can kind of just see how they built the Bugle, which I think is really cool. The way they used the hat, since it was hat for that. If you don't know how to access the inside, the walls at the front actually disconnect, so you can just slide that out. So that's kind of cool. That's the blown up window, which the Goblin Guard is whatever, but Green Goblin is great. Kind of different angle of the meme room. I'm calling it the meme room. Oh yeah, you can see this billboard much more clearly now. Blown up at everybody under control. Spider-Man to blame. Breaking villains promise to stop being bad guys. Can we trust them? No, you cannot. Let's see if there's anything else I missed. There's different Daily Bugle reports on TVs here. Ben Urich this is Ben Urich, apparently, and he's a character from Daredevil, so that's kind of cool. I really like, where is it? They don't show a lot of pictures of it, I believe. I'm trying to find it, but there is, actually, as you can probably tell, the first floor. But it's kind of weird how you access it. Kind of have to, like, access it from the top. But anyways, onto the figures, I guess. This is the new Spider-Man. Well, it's not new for the set, but just new. That's fine, whatever. I don't really care. Again, Mysterio, that's fine. Carnage, again, not exclusive, but that's fine. Daredevil looks great. He is exclusive. He is amazing. I love this figure. Spider-Gwen, not exclusive, but still cool. Black Cat, first time getting this character, looks amazing. And I think this is Robbie Robertson. Now, if you actually look, this is what I was talking about. They have finally made not only the Punisher, but in a surprise appearance, they made Blade. And I'm absolutely gobsmacked by how they did this. Like, what? That's amazing. Like, the Punisher is so good. So is Blade. And you get Spider-Ham, too. And you can kind of see here that the way you access the first floor is kind of stupid. It's like a little hole. You can also pull the building into pieces, as you can see here. But from what we can see on the inside, there's more newspapers. There's a sticker with Morbius on it, so that's really cool. Vending machine, like a little waiting area. So yeah, there's the balcony that the meme room went to. Just the Facts billboard, which is amazing. And little graffiti from Miles and Green Goblin at the back of the water tower. Little bit of a better view at Spider Buggy. I'm sorry, I keep going back to that. I just think it's incredible that they actually included that. A sticker for New York City sewer grate. There's the vote Osborne. You can kind of see that there. Now there's pins here, so I'm wondering if they're going to make an Avengers Tower, or since they're starting with like more, kind of more obscure characters like Firebird, they might do a Baxter building, which I would really like if they did. Now, one last thing I want to touch on is the fact that this web here, this is here for a reason. This is actually reference to Spider-Man PS4, where there's actually a backpack back there, so that's cool. Different shots of the building here, and yeah, this thing looks amazing. Oh, here's a better view of the inside. It's just like a little desk. There's a rat from Endgame. That's kind of funny. Newspapers, vending machine. You can actually do it 360. Well, don't actually spin it 360 degrees. And it looks amazing from all angles. And so yeah, that is my thoughts and review of the new Spider-Man Daily Bugle set. And I think it looks really good. It is now my favorite set of 2021. And I'm hoping that they do more. I hope they do more characters like that. Like, they finally did Punisher, they finally did Daredevil, they finally did Black Cat. Maybe we'll get classic comic Green Goblin, not classic comic Green Goblin, what am I saying? Electro, Rhino, and they already did classic Mysterio, I think. They might do the Lizard because Kurt Connors was there. They might do Morbius because he was there. There's just a lot of potential. And I'm hoping they do all those, like, all those different villains. So that would be cool. But anyways, that's just my thoughts on this new set, and I think it's absolutely incredible. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!